Hey, what's going on YouTube? So I decided to do a video to show the Guess the Grade comparisons on these two NGC Morgans and see what everybody thinks about the video. So again, you want to basically guess the grades. It's not a very rare date. It's more of a common date. It's an 1884 O for both coins. And let me zoom in here. So both are graded by NGC, the one on the right and the one on the left. Obviously, you can see basically a pretty big difference in the look of the coin. So here's the reverse of the one here on my left, and the reverse here in the one on my right. I've got this one wrapped in I always wrap my slabs in bags so they don't get scratched. This one I just got today from another seller. And when I saw this coin, I was like, man, that's a pretty attractive coin. And it was, so the one here on my left, I paid recently, like in last week, $82, about $83 for the one here on my left. And the coin on my right, I paid $65. So based on that, and they're both very nice coins. So here's the verse of the one on the right that I paid $65 for, and the obverse of the one I paid $83. I mean, obviously it's, you're going to pay a little bit extra, but the other thing to keep in mind is this one here I just bought, so that's like current market value, and today's date is November 22nd, 2021. And this coin here I bought in August of this year, which again is kind of the same market for mortgages. I mean, obviously they've gone up a little bit since the 2021s came out. So again, so what would you guess the grades are? Well, one here on my right, if I were just to say look at the coin, I'd be like, well, it's a pretty good looking coin, but there's obviously some marks on the fields, right? That's what they look for. And then you don't really see a ton of detail above the ear. And again, there's some more marks here on the right on that field. And then you look at the reverse. Reverse is pretty nice. You can see the breast feathers and some marks in the field. So I would say this is probably like an MS62, MS63. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's sounds about right here? 3 minutes in the video. So again, that would be my guess. And the one here on the left that I paid more for, and again, I already know the grades, guys, but again, if I were just to see this coin, let's say raw or in a holder, and someone marked out the grade, I would say that's definitely proof-like. It's cameo, so I would say it's even dimple. There are some marks in the fields, but it's not too bad. And the Morgan or Liberty here has a very nice frosty image. Very nice details here above the ear and the other high points of the coin. So overall, very great looking coin. And again, I'll try and put it on different angles so you can see how like some of those other chatter marks show up at different angles. It's just harder to see. Like when you see it straight on, it's like, wow, all the fields are perfect. So when you're looking at coins, especially when you're buying online, it's like, you can't just like show someone one image. I mean, you got to like take different images, but like you could see like, oh, I could take a picture this way. It looks perfect. I could take a picture this way. It looks perfect. It's like, no, reality is what does it look like? And again, it's through a camera. So it's nothing like holding it in person, but gives you a close enough. But again, here, very nice, strong cameo overall on the eagle. Lots of details. There's a little bit of chatter, but again, it's like, that's dimple, right? Solid. And it's more proof-like. I mean, it's even dimple here. Again, like look at this one and look at this one. So is this worth $65 all day long? Yeah, for sure. So this here, MS63, if that's what you guys guessed. And that's an MS63 all day long. So I picked up for $65. I think I'm selling it. I'm trying to get like $85, $90. Make a little bit of profit, but it's in my collection. And if no one wants to buy it, then it stays in my collection. But Figured 65 bucks, that's a solid price. Again, this is back in August when I bought that. Good luck trying to find one of these now for 65 bucks, which I'll show later on in the video what they're going for now online. Now this guy here, again, given those comments I just gave, I would say, what? It's the same grade. All right, seriously? And this one here on my left, if you look at the numbers up top, 3370157, that's maybe a little bit older, maybe by a year and a half. I mean, the labels are the same, but I mean, isn't that crazy, guys? These are both the same exact grade. But if you saw these both in the case and they're both, let's say, $100, this one would sell instantly. This one would sit around, right? So I'd have to like discount this one for 90 bucks to get rid of it. But this one over here, 100 bucks all day long. So again, that's based on the grade. So I'll show you guys later on the computer screen how many they've graded, but they've definitely graded quite a few in this grade. But I mean, that's a pretty bad undergrade. So then the question is, well, why did you buy this and pay 85, 86 bucks for this when you already got one in your collection for 65? Well, obviously this has awesome eye appeal and looks great. But if you're trying to resell and try to make a little more money, you're not really going to sell this for more than, 85, maybe 100 bucks, but like after eBay fees, shipping, your time, is it really worth making 5, 10 bucks? No. Even if you did this like 100 times, but you're not going to find 100 of these coins to do that with. So you're not really making money on it. So, I've got a better idea. So when you see coins like this, in holders with obviously lower grades, I would look for stuff like this online or in coin shops where you see a lower grade, but you see a coin that's just like stunning like this. And I seriously, guys, if you want to send this to PCGS and true view it, gold shield it, the whole 9 yards, wait about 30 business days. I mean, you want to send in more than just one. You'd probably want to, get a handful of coins to send in. But you're looking at spending like 38 bucks a coin to send this in. So then if you paid 85 and then you pay 38, I mean, you got 100 and whatever, 30 bucks or more in the coin. That's a lot. So what if this comes back from PCGS MS64? Is it worth it? Yeah, if it came in with proof like or came back dimple, but it's kind of like a high risk. So like, what do you do with something like this? Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Oh, and then I'll explain why I'm going to do what I'm about to do. All right. So you take the coin, you put it in a bag, and then you take a plier here, you put it on one side. These are some nice vice grip Irwin pliers. So let me zoom out here. You put one on one end and one on the other so you don't bend the coin. And then I always put it in a bag so you don't get shards everywhere. Obviously wear safety glasses. And then you just go to bend it and crack it out. All we're looking to do is crack the plastic. Stand up here so you get a little more torque involved. All right, I had to like do that over the garbage can, get a little more torque in there, but this is what ends up happening. And again, you want to be a little careful and don't damage the coin itself, but then this kind of cracks open here. Let me pull that off over the garbage can here. There we go. So that's the front of the case. Now we got the nice raw coin that we have access to. And there's the back. The original guy paid 75. Probably got a bunch, so probably got a deal. Maybe got it for 70, 65. But who knows? I mean, this definitely was sitting in someone's collection for a while. And that grade of MS63, I mean, retail is maybe $100. If it's all toned up and gorgeously rainbowed, maybe at 150. But I mean, there's a lot of these guys. So why would you keep a beautiful coin like this and keep it down with an MS63 grade? Even though it's not a bad grade, but it's not the greatest on a common coin. I mean, it's nowadays when just regular garbage Morgans that are like culls are selling for 30. So to pick up a nice BU one and send it in, this grade's kind of a waste of time. So I would recommend you crack something like this open and send it in for regrading if you have other nice coins to send in with it, or you sell it raw. And that's what I'm about to show you. So why wouldn't someone, again, if this was not in a holder, why wouldn't someone buy this raw and pay more than the rating? So when people search online on eBay, a lot of people are looking at certain words. They're either looking for a grade to fill a collection, and they'll look at all the coins in that grade, but I'm not going to get more than $100 for that. And I paid like 86, so I don't work for free. That'd be kind of dumb. So I'm better off selling this as a raw BU gem PL or dimple coin. And it's not false advertisement. This sucker's gorgeous. But just because the grader didn't think it was dimple or PL, you know, I have the beholder, and obviously this is much nicer. So I'm going to show my computer screen next, show you guys what I'm about to do. All right, so why would you crack out an MS63 coin that looks nice? Well, first of all, this is what they're selling for on eBay. You zoom in here. So you type in on the top here, you zoom out a little bit. So you type in 1884 Morgan MS63 NGC, and it starts with this lovely beauty here. And then even, you know, as you go down, like, that's a nice coin. And that's $75.99. So that's a nice looking coin. I'd probably buy that. So you're like, well, why did you buy one for $86, right? Like, what's your story? So this is my story. So again, a collector will put an 1884 Morgan MS63 and NGC or PCGS. Again, they're looking to fill a set or fill a complete, you know, just to get an example of a coin. Whereas someone here that types in 1884 Morgan Gem BU Dimple, this type of buyer is looking for something nice to either have in their collection that they don't have, to upgrade a coin, or just looking for something nice to send in and get graded. So these are raw coins. And if you notice, there's only 3 raw 1884 New Orleans Mint Morgan Gem BU Dimples listed on eBay right now. One's an auction, so if you do a buy it now, there's actually only 2. And I'm not into the black and white photos. That makes every coin look really nice, but this particular seller, amazing feedback, plenty of sales. They've got one listed for $150, but again, it's hard to tell what kind of coin it is. It's a black and white photo, and this one here, they're asking $680. Okay, but it doesn't say that it's graded. There's just saying Gem BU, you know, $680. So it's like, wow, really? And it's like, where are they getting those prices? Well, there's a site that I use called mintstate.com, and you can look at the 1884 O and see what they're selling. I'm sorry, the 1884 O, and they're going, zoom in a little bit here. So an 1884 O Mint State 63 is like, what does that say there? 61 bucks. So yeah, it's about right. But then if you look at a dimple, so dimple mirror proof like 170, 245. And again, that's for a graded one. So again, it's all eye of the beholder, but you know, what is someone going to pay for the coin? Well, you never know until you list it and someone pays for it. So here's where I'm getting at though. So out of the 1884 dimple BU raw coins, let me zoom out a little bit, that have actually sold recently, that one's not a dimple, but look at this one. 1884 dimple monster mirrors, $400. Beautiful coin. This seller here, $157.50. This guy always puts them on auction. Huge inventory, right? So probably get them wholesale and they put these together. That's not dimple to me. This next one, that's actually a really good price for 93 bucks. I would have bought that. Look at this one here, 149. Maybe this one's over 93 bucks because there's a lot of marks in the cheeks. So again, if you look at it, it's like, well, you could probably get 120, maybe 150 if you're lucky. But again, that's if you put on auction. So it all depends on, you know, what you want to do. But even like this one here, it's like a weird unknown company that listed it, but there's some kind of VAM or whatever. They got 150 for it. So I think the coin I picked up for 82 or 80, I'm sorry, 86 bucks. Maybe I'm getting the price wrong. I gotta look at the price. Maybe I paid like 80, 83.99. I think I paid 82.99. Anyways, the reason I bought it was not to sell it as an MS63 NGC. And I haven't, you know, you can look, the nice thing, like, I mean, when they're graded, you can like look them up. So you go to NGC's website, you type in the cert number, and then some of them have pictures. So NGC is saying this is worth 95. Pictures on NGC aren't the greatest. So I would never use this picture to sell my coin on eBay. But it's nice to at least say, here, this is the coin that you purchased. Here's the cert number, and you can look at the coin and compare it to the coin you have in your hand to make sure, you know, it's authenticated. But again, retail's 95. I paid whatever, 86 bucks for it. So that's why I'm cracking this out. It's too nice for an MS63. And if I had a bunch of coins to send in, I would send it to PCGS to get it regraded, but I don't feel like waiting the 60 days. The market's hot now, and I'm going to market it for 150 to compete with this guy's coin. And I think mine will look nicer because I'll have more than just 2 photos. You know, should I feel bad about it? No. Why should I feel bad? I'm the one who spent the money. I'm the one cracking it out. I'm the one marketing it. I'm the one sending out coins to my customers on time, making sure they're happy. I think it's a beautiful coin. I think it is a disservice leaving it in a MS63 NGC holder. And oh, the other thing I wanted to show is look how many of these they've graded. I mean, there's a ton of these MS63s, 98,416, which is probably why it's 95 bucks. You know, back in January, I would say probably like around a year ago, this coin probably was like 55 bucks, maybe 60 at the peak. So these have definitely come up in value, but I mean, again, that coin's beautiful. So, all right, so I'm going to pause this now, and then I'll show you my listing on eBay, and then I'll do a follow-up video. Actually, I'll do a follow-up video with my listing on eBay, and then let everybody know what it ends up selling for. So again, I'm just looking to educate people and let them know, like, hey, these are some creative ways where you can make money on something that's already graded, that's way undergraded, versus just signing it to get regraded by another company or cracking it out. And, you know, and again, no one wants to really wait the 60 days that it takes. You know, people want to like make money now. So I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll let you guys know if it's a success. I'll show you what my fees are that I paid, the shipping, the envelopes I used, that whole process. Again, I'm here to educate and just show something that's a little bit different than everybody else. So hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.